Hello, my name is Obi from Obi Comfort Solutions. I'm an HVAC contractor here in Massachusetts, and the best way to stay out of trouble is to avoid trouble in the first place. So today I'm going to talk to you about permits, why you need a permit, when to pull a permit, and how to pull a permit. What kind of permits do I need? Let's say I have a gas furnace. What kind of permits do I need? For the gas furnace, you have to remember you have the gas that's connected to the gas furnace, so you need a gas permit. You have the electrical that's connected, so you need the electrical permit. You have all the ductwork connected to the furnace, so you need the sheet metal permit. And if that is connected to the air conditioning outside, you also need a mechanical permit. I know it's a lot of permits, but that's how it's in here in Massachusetts. Let's say you have a boiler. In that case, you need the gas connecting to the gas boiler. You need the plumbing because you have the domestic water connected to the boiler, and you need electrical permit because of the electrical work that's connected to the boiler, the circulators and everything else. So most of it, every job that you do that's not involved, it's not a cosmetic work, you need a permit. So if you paint your house, you don't have to worry about it, but everything else, pretty much you need a permit. In our world, with heating and air conditioning, pretty much everything that you do, everything you need a permit for. And I'm gonna go over details, so explain this a little bit better to you. Another question is, what's the process? What needs to be done to pull a permit? So in order to pull a permit, it's pretty easy. You just have to fill up an application and bring that to the town with the proof of insurance and a copy of your license. And today, most of that can be done also online, which is very helpful for us contractors. Another question asked us a lot is what happened if work was done and no permit was pulled? Yeah, that can be a very bad situation. At the minimum, you can get what they call the triple fee. So whatever the cost of that inspection, you pay 3 times that cost, and then you have to go out to the same process. Other thing that can happen is something really bad happen. Let's say they install a furnace and that furnace caught on fire. The gas piping that was done there exploded, and your house you have substantial damage. Install the air conditioning leaked through the attic, through the second floor, to the first floor, damage the basement. Happens when people are on vacation, those kind of things happen. The insurance company can deny paying for any of the loss because the job was done without a proper permit. So it's a very serious, you can be in a very bad situation if something like this happens. In cases that somebody trying to cut corners, not call for the proper inspection, and a vent, like the exhaust from the furnace that goes outside to take out the carbon monoxide, was not properly done, and end up with the death of all the family members. And situations like that could be avoided if you're a town, somebody that work on your behalf from the town to go and take a look and make sure the system is installed properly. So my advice is always make sure the permit was pulled, make sure all the work was done in a properly manner. I know you're not an expert on HVAC, you're not expert on plumbing, you're not an expert on gas, but that's why we have the city officials that usually are people that worked on that before, people who went to school for, people that are very familiar with those trades. They can go there, make sure the system is installed properly and your family is safe and sound. The question that's asked us a lot is how do I check if the permit was pulled or not? So one way is to do it, usually go to the town website and you verify under the building department if the electrical, mechanical, sheet metal, or plumbing permit was pulled. It's pretty easy, and some towns that doesn't have that information online, you can do that just calling during the business hours and make sure asking at the building department if you already have that, if the permit was pulled. Usually somebody there, a clerk, they'll be able to help you with that information. Yeah, another question is how the permit is closed. What's the process after the permit was pulled, the work is complete? What's the next step? How I close this permit? So it's pretty easy. The contractor have to call its respective inspector. The inspector will go to the house, verify the work is done. If everything is meet code and everything is done properly, he will sign up with the permit, and that permit will be closed into the building department. It's a pretty painless process. It's just like I said, make sure you have to get sometimes different inspectors for different trades, like for electrical inspector to do the inspection on electrical work, the plumbing inspector to do an inspection on the plumbing, and you have the building inspector to inspect the sheet metal and also the mechanical. In case he goes to the house and he finds any problem, something that was missed or something that he would like to be done differently, the contractor's responsibility is to fix, to make sure everything is according to what the inspector like to be done or to meet the code, whatever it is. And after that is completed, you have to call the inspector again for a reinspection. Worst cases that might be a reinspection fee, or worst cases where the inspector just go back there without no cost, but all the costs should be incurred to the contractor, not to the homeowner. So it's pretty straightforward. So that's a few thoughts about like permits, and this is, I don't know other states and other places, but this is in here in Massachusetts. And I hope you liked the video. Please leave comments, like, and check our website. And thanks for your time.